35-18. You want to throw out some stats there real quick?
Yeah, the Trojans 12 of 20 for 60%. We shot lights out. Turned it over 7 times. 5 threes. 5 out of 7 from 3 is exceptional. 0 threes from Monroe County. They were 8 of 22, just 36%. We forced them into 9 turnovers. So a great half for the Trojans to almost double up Monroe.
Farmers RACC, Jackie Brownie Memorial. Second half, here's Shirley with a 15-footer, swish.
Start the second half the same way we played the first.
This third quarter brought to you by Southern States Glasgow Co-op. The lead now 19 for Barren County, 37-18. Arnett goes in the corner to Harlan. He's playing with 3 fouls. It's broken up in there by Shirley. Intended for Glass along the right baseline. It'll stay with the Falcons. As Glass will toss it in on the right baseline for Monroe County. Still looking. Feeds it out now to Biggerstaff. Biggerstaff will hand it off out to Harlan. Harlan guarded out there by Mason Griggs. Bounce pass off the left side to Biggerstaff. He's in a trap trying to get out of it. A lot of pressure. Almost walked with it. Knudsen bounces it down in there to Glass. There's a whistle and an offensive foul. Ryan Shirley taking the charge. That's going to be the first foul on Glass. First on the Falcons here in the second half. As Gavin Withrow. Of course, Ashley Geralds didn't agree with that call. He thought it was a flop.
I feel like we're on the Monroe County bench as close as we are to Geralds. He's turned around and yelled a couple of times. I thought he was yelling at me.
Well, we're a lot closer to Monroe County's bench than we are to the Trojans. Pointer fakes a 3, drives baseline, runner, a floater, no good. Battle for the rebound, loose ball, picked up in there, and then poked away from behind. Pointer diving for the loose ball with Biggerstaff. And Monroe County coming the other way. Here's Harlan in the front court, angles off to the left side. He drives in, he's cut off. Back out to Biggerstaff. Biggerstaff on the left side, and he double dribbled.
He kind of mishandled it when he got it the first time and let it fall to the ground. Picked it up, put it right back on the ground. He was kind of confused why he double dribbled, but that's the definition of it.
And Griggs will try a 3. It's off high. Rebound pulled down by Harlan from Monroe County. Harlan sends it over the left side. Arnett will pull the trigger. Got it. Long 2 for Austin Arnett.
They're still yet to make it
37. Did he make it a 3?
No, I said they still yet to make one.
Right. That was a long 2, but his foot was on the line. That was a 2-point basket. 37-20. 2 minutes gone here in the third quarter. Pointer with the basketball, feeds it in the lane there to Shirley. A whistle, and they're going to call a charge on Shirley.
Went a little too deep, didn't he? He forced things when he should have kicked it back out.
So Monroe County's basketball, just under 6 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Barren leads it by 17. And Biggerstaff handles the basketball, bounces it out to Arnett. Arnett putting down the bounce pass over to Glass. He wants to drive in Shirley. Try to backtrack into Shirley. Goes inside. Follow-away shot in the lane. Comes up short. Shirley goes for the long rebound. Trojans going back the other way. It's Gavin Withrow. Works it down the right side. He'll leave it off out there with Shirley. Shirley will hand it off to Mason Griggs. Now Griggs looking into lane, into Pointer. Here's Shirley trying to go under and has to kick it back out. Griggs will drive it right down the lane. Dishes over to Withrow. Here's the 3, and it's good.
2 in the first quarter and starts with another one here in the third.
15 for Gavin Withrow. 3 People's Bank threes tonight. They've doubled it up on Monroe County. It is 40-20. Harlan driving to the basket against Griggs. And that's going to go off him and out of bounds. They say Griggs knocked it off his leg.
It's good job on defense, keeping the separation so the official can see you not bodying him up and then getting the turnover off the Monroe County body.
Shirley angles off right. He'll give it to Pointer. Pointer on the dribble, backs away on the dribble. He'll go left side with it to Withrow. Fakes, moves in, 15-footer on the left side. Got it.
Patience. If you're feeling it from 3, but you didn't force the 3. You got 2 Monroe County players flying at you. He dribbled in for a 17-footer.
And he's got 17 points in this game. It is 42-20. Monroe almost dropped it out of bounds. As Biggerstaff drives, throws it up on off the window. He was determined to take that one to the hole.
Yeah, Tay had no help on the backside either. He was kind of out of an island.
Griggs hands it off to Shirley. He'll give it to Pointer for the three. In and out. Ball knocked down. Foul. Going to be on Corbin Murphy, I believe.
Yes. Trying to come over the back and tap it out.
Number 33, Murphy.
Three on Corbin Murphy. He's going to come out. Aiden Miller, 6'4", 205 sophomore, will come in to replace him.
Corbin only got to play about half of the first quarter and then went out with foul trouble, and he played 4 minutes here and got another foul.
Almost half the third quarter gone. Barren leads it 42-22. Harlan with it on the right side out front. Harlan trying to get a screen there. He's going to drive strong to the bucket, puts it up, come up short. Rebound in there by Miller as Harlan trying to go for the loose ball. Had it poked away from behind by Harlan. And came close to getting that fourth foul. Barren County's ball with 3:47 left in the third. Bounce pass inbounds to Griggs. Right side it goes to Withrow. Here's a shot off the window and in. Boy, what a floater. High off the glass for the People's Bank shot for Gavin Withrow, and he's got 19 tonight. And it's 44-22. Glass working against Shirley. Inside, goes for the basket. No. Came up short. Loose ball. Harlan's got it. Goes back up. It's blocked. Got it back again. He's going to go back up. No. Rebound to Griggs. Griggs taking it all the way down underneath the Pointer, and he lays it in and gets fouled. Foul is on Tucker Glass, his second. That's Monroe's second of the half. Barren County about blowing this one wide open at 46-22 with 3:14 left in the third quarter. Pointer for the free throw, comes up short. Rebound to Ryan Shirley. Out to Pointer. Drives into the paint. He'll give it underneath to Miller. Missed the shot. Gets his own rebound. Trying to go back up strong with it. Put it in, and a blocking foul underneath. Aiden Miller gets his first 2 points tonight.
Played Andy over, threw it to one side of the backboard to the other. Quick enough to go get it and strong enough to go through contact.
Foul was on Newts in his second. Team's third. Here's Miller at the line. And his free throw's on the way, and he got it. Old-fashioned three-point play for the 6'4 sophomore. And Barren leads at 49-22. 3 minutes to go in the third.
14-4 quarters, a pretty good one, isn't it?
Yeah. Harlan working with it left side. Ooh, that should be, what are they going to call a block?
I think that was a charge all day, every day. They just wanted to make Ashley Gerald's cry a little less over here on the sideline because he'd been lobbying really hard against that one official to quit calling charges.
That's a second foul on Griggs. 3 on Barren here in the second half. 2:51 left to go. And Barren up 49-22. We got some changes in the lineup. Colton Stevens has come in for Tay Pointer. So we do some housekeeping duty. Coca-Cola scoreboard, haven't had anything reported much tonight. Glasgow and Bardstown Bethlehem were tied at 44 heading to the fourth quarter. And that's all I have. Of course, there's not that many games tonight. A lot of them are canceled due to COVID.
I think there's more tonight than we've seen on the list any other night.
Yep. Harlan, baseline shot, no. Rebound, Ryan Shirley, good block out. He'll give it over to Colton Stevens. Monroe County has scored 2 buckets here in the third period. Down to 2:35 to play. Griggs gives it to Shirley. Shirley throws it over to Miller. Right side of the key. Hands it off out there to Withrow. Top of the circle. Back left side, Colton Stevens, and the corner goes to Shirley. Miller posted down there wanting the basketball. They give it out to Withrow. Griggs with it, wants to drive. Trying to go strong against Harlan, and Harlan fouls him.
Having a really they're having a really tough time guarding us, just to be honest with you. Any position, they don't match up really well with us, and we're really being fundamental offensively.
And Mason Griggs at the line, struggled tonight from the free throw line, and got that one to go in. A lot of rim, but it went down. That's his third point of the game. Harlan having to check out with those 4 fouls. Knudsen's checking out. We got Emmert back in, and also Pettit. And here's the free throw, good for Griggs. Eli Brooks comes in for Ryan Shirley with 2:17 to play here in the third period. So right now Griggs, Brooks, Withrow, Miller, and Stevens on the court for the Trojans right now. 51-22, Barren County. And here is Biggerstaff for 3. It's blocked by Miller, taken by Withrow, dribbles out of trouble. Bounce pass off to Stevens. He'll send it down the floor. Brooks pulls up, 17-footer in the air. No good, rimmed out. Rebound to Glass for the Falcons. Glass down the right side, cuts back left. He'll give it off in the left corner. Emmert up the baseline. He's cut off by Stevens. Now working inside there. Here's Glass. Dumps it off on the right side. Pettit fires. Air ball. Chased down the corner by Biggerstaff. Got Sheffield back on the floor now for Coach Ashley Geralds. Bounce pass in there to Emmert. Got Miller off his feet. Put it up, no good. Miller getting the rebound for the Trojans with 1:20 to play in the third. 51-22. Left side Withrow. Gives it out to Griggs. Back to Withrow. Can't shoot. Dumps it in there to Miller. He's double teamed down low. A whistle, and we got jump ball.
Should be, yeah.
Had him pinned in there between two Falcons, and the possession arrow goes to Monroe County.
Only our second turnover of the quarter. Again, tonight we've done a good job taking care of the basketball. Still single-digit turnovers for the game.
As we come down to the 1-minute mark, Travis Jones, 6'1", 210 senior, in for the Trojans. As Glass gets rid of the basketball over to Emmert. Emmert looking, and now there's a double dribble. They missed that one. Pettit out front. Emmert can't shoot. Hands it back off. Driving in. We got a whistle and a foul. Shot is not going to count. The foul out of the floor. And they're going to put it on Travis Jones.
Number 30, Jones, his first.
And Pettit will toss it in on the right baseline. With 38.5 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Pettit still looking. Gets it out to Glass. And now Glass working out there with Brooks. Almost lost it. Still on the dribble. Needs somewhere to go. Gives it to Biggerstaff. 25 seconds left in the quarter. Biggerstaff with a spin move. We're going to get a foul on Miller. His first. And number 5 on the Trojans here in the second half. 23 seconds to play here in the third. Pettit will toss it in. Pettit looking, gets it in the corner to Emmert on the right-hand side. He'll circle it out with 18 seconds to play. Getting some pressure from Tay Pointer. Going to have to hurry. There's the 5-second. Pointer putting the pressure on, and Barren County will get the ball with 15.2 seconds to play.
We turned up that defensive pressure, and I don't think we've ever let that level of intensity fall since we had started about 2 minutes ago in the first quarter.
Here's Jones at the right elbow, turns, feeds it in there, broke it up, stolen. 2 seconds, 1. Here's a three-pointer at the buzzer, good. Knocking it down, Deaton Emmert.
Their first one of the game.
Yep. That'll do it for the end of the third quarter with a score. Barren County 51, Monroe County 25. We'll come back with the fourth quarter after this timeout. This is Barren. Fourth quarter underway here in Tompkinsville. Miller at the left elbow. Turns toward the basket strong. Lays it up and in. He left his defender standing still. Aiden Miller gets his 5th point of the ball game. It is 53-25. Emert gives it off to Knudsen. Now Glass with it. Wants to cut back left. Backtracking into Stevens. Goes up with a jumper in the lane. Good. His first 2 since the first quarter. 8 points, 53-27, Barren County. Stevens wants to drive, kicks it off in the left corner. 3, high arching 3 by Porter. Wow, that stayed up there a long time in the air.
Just continue to shoot it well, especially from behind the arc.
18 for Tay Pointer, his 4th. Peoples Bank 3 tonight. It's 56-27. Almost a steal. Pointer tried to go for it, and it's out of bounds to Monroe County. This fourth quarter brought to you by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. As Biggerstaff launches a long 3 that's off the mark. Stevens with a rebound and a foul on Pettit for reaching in. His 3rd, Monroe's 5th of the second half.
Monroe County ended that third quarter missing their last 8 field goal attempts until they made that buzzer beater long 3. So we really did a great job defensively and continue to shoot the ball well. Let's see if we can finish strong.
Corner with it out top, Miller. Left side, Stevens. Stevens sends it out to Jones. Over goes to Miller on the right wing. Now Miller putting down one dribble out to Brooks. He's open for the 3-point shot. No good. Rebound comes off to Biggerstaff for Monroe County. Biggerstaff, top of the key, over to Emmert. Emmert drives to the right elbow. Back out to Biggerstaff. Biggerstaff against Tay Pointer. Working right, cuts back left. Drives it into the lane. Stops, looks. Gives it over now to Emmert in the left corner. Had it poked away, but Knudsen there to get it. Fires a 10-footer. No, air ball. And rebound in there by Pettit. Trying to go back up. Foul going to be called. Foul on Travis Jones, his 2nd, team 6th.
His 2nd, team 6th. At the line shooting 2, Pettit.
Pettit for 2 shots. The first one is no good. Tay Pointer coming out for the Trojans, and it's Lane Stevens in. One more shot for Pettit. And it's on the way, and it comes off. Rebound to Aiden Miller. Off to Stevens. Lane Stevens with it now from Colton Stevens. Gets a screen set by Jones. He picks up his dribble, goes to Brooks. Brooks trying to penetrate down the lane. His floater, good.
Eli needs to see one go in there. He had 9 the last time we played him, but he's really struggling from behind the arc, so that maybe will get him on track altogether.
His 4th point, he averages 2.6 a game, and it's 58-27, a 31-point lead for Barren County. Pettit trying to get around Miller. Blocked it out of bounds. Ooh, there's a collision. Underneath the basket, Pettit and Brooks kind of collided there. He went down hard. Pettit did, but he got right back up.
Thankfully, it sounded maybe worse than it was, although Eli's kind of shaking his wrist out. Maybe that's just nothing to worry about. You're vulnerable. You're vulnerable when you go up in the air like that. When you come back down, you don't really have anything to brace yourself.
Right. Some changes in the lineup. We'll get to it here as action continues. Spin move by Biggerstaff. Puts it in and a foul.
Action by Biggerstaff.
And a foul was on Lane Stevens, his 2nd, team 7th.
Foul was charged to Stevens.
So timeout here with 5:33 to play. It's Barren County 58, Monroe County 29. Don't forget, tomorrow night we'll be in Owensboro. The Trojanettes will be taking on Breckenridge County. Part of the Owensboro Sports Center shootout. We'll be on there at about 6:10 tomorrow night from Owensboro. There'll be a boys game to follow with Breckenridge County and McLean County. And then how this all set up, McLean County girls have some COVID issues. So Breckenridge County was looking for a game. Barren County was looking for a game after the game with Monroe County tonight on the girls' side was canceled. So Owensboro tomorrow night and back home Monday night with the Trojanettes in Pulaski County. And then on Tuesday night, the Trojanettes go to Casey County, but the Trojans are at home against Central Hardin. So we'll have the boys' game on Tuesday night with Central Hardin.
The age of technology, you can figure out real quick through the internet and email who needs games and get those scheduled. 20 years ago, you could have never done that that quick a turnaround.
Biggerstaff at the line. His shot is good. In from Monroe County, Caleb Smith, number 20, a 5'11 junior. In for Barren County is M.J. Pendleton, 6'5", 205 sophomore.
Had a really good JV game, got him the ball and scored at a ton in the middle against Monroe County.
I'm not sure how many he had tonight, but he had to have 30. I mean, they scored 54. 54-15 JV score earlier tonight. Brooks with it on the left side. Bounces in the lane. Cutting in there is Lane Stevens, and he scores, and he's fouled. Xavier Simpson, who's in the ball game, number 35, 6'1" sophomore, committed the foul. Free throw is up and good, as Lane Stevens gets an old-fashioned three-point play.
I don't think we've missed this quarter, almost 3 minutes into it. Well, we missed a three. We haven't missed anything from two.
A lot of new players on the floor now for both teams. We'll try to pick up the numbers here. And here's a fall-away shot going up in the right corner by Dubry, and he's fouled by Colton Stevens. His first, team's 8th.
Let's see if we can keep from fouling every possession down the floor, because that's what it's turning into right now. Both teams just fouling every possession.
Yeah. Wade Dubry, a 5'9" sophomore at the free throw line for Monroe County, puts it up, and it is no good. Bounced up on the front of the rim. Taylor Ogles in the game for Barren County, 6'1", 170 sophomore. Also in for Monroe County, Wade Webb, number 33, 5'9" sophomore. Second shot on the way. It's good for Dubry. 61-31. 33 Wade Webb and 15 Wade Dubry. 35 is Xavier Simpson. Jones gives it over to Colton Stevens. Gives it back to Lane Stevens. Over to Jones. Jones gets the screen set by Pendleton. He drives in, lost the handle. Got it back, though. Falling down, whistle, and what do we got? A foul on 33, and that is Wade Webb. His first, team 7th. If we missed anybody, I just want to make sure I got everybody recognized that's out there on the floor. Travis Jones, 6'1" senior, puts it up. It is good.
I think you've gotten everybody so far. We'll have a couple additions along the way. The last 4:50 to go.
See, I missed Keaton Biggerstaff, a 6'1" sophomore, number 5. Second shot missed by Jones, and Monroe County has it. It's 62-31. 4:43 left to go. It's swatted away and stolen, but then he threw it away. That was Ogles, and there's a shot going up and a foul called. And let's see.
Give it to Pendleton, I think, won't they?
Yeah. His first, and that'll be number 9 on the Trojans here in the second half.
We made a cardinal sin of basketball. We got the turnover, but we threw it back towards Monroe's basket, and they went and picked it up almost for a layup.
Wade Webb at the line. The first one is no good. Coca-Cola scoreboard. Over to Coke and enjoy the game. Glasgow Scotty boys win tonight over Bardstown Bethlehem on the road, 63-55. As the second shot goes through for Wade Webb from Monroe County. 62-32. Trojans on top with 4.5 minutes to play. Colton Stevens. Long bounce pass left corner to Jones. Jones heads toward the paint. He'll give it over to Pendleton. 12-footer to the right side. Good.
He shot it well from that area. Our whole JV game, we sit here and watched it, and he just continues it.
64-32. Working around the right side, Webb almost walked with it. And that ball got poked away. Smith grabs it, though, gives it back in the corner to Webb. Bounces it out there to Dubry. Dubry goes up with a shot. It's no good, and he's fouled. With 3:57 left.
You just can't quit fouling. We've doubled them up. Just play solid defense.
Foul on Jones. 10 fouls on the Trojans here in the second half. Free throw was no good for Dubry. He'll have one more. Lane Stevens comes in for Colton Stevens for the Trojans. And Dubry back in the line for one more shot. It's on the way, and it is good. 64-33 Trojans, 3:56 to go here in Tompkinsville. Lane Stevens with the basketball for Barren. Gives it over to Carson Beckham, who's in the ball game, a 6'1 sophomore that goes inside. The shot is no good for Pendleton. Rebound taken off by Smith for Monroe County. As Smith works around to the right side of the floor. Looking for help. Looking for Biggerstaff. He's got it here on the near side. Wants to drive to the basket. He'll put it up. It is no good. Rebound claimed in there by Pendleton. Lane Stevens with 3:20 to play. Stevens getting pressure out there from Dubry. Long three by Jones, no good. Rebound Pendleton, lost it. Jones got it back, had it smacked loose, but got it back out to Lane Stevens. Now Jones wants to drive in. Lane hooks it off underneath, had it blocked, and going back up with it, shot it over the rim. And the ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Barren with 2:57. Lane Stevens feeds it off underneath to Pendleton. He got fouled, but no call. And then the ball got loose. Smith lost it out of bounds. Actually, he got fouled too, but I think they're kind of letting him play the rest of this.
I think they got tired of calling fouls every other possession because that's really what it was.
Yep. And Keaton Biggerstaff, long bounce pass, swatted away, out of bounds, off the hand of Lane Stevens. Trying to go to Dubry with 2:46 left. This ball comes out to Webb. We got any illegal screen?
Foul away from the ball on Biggerstaff, just pushed off.
Keaton Biggerstaff. 8 fouls on Monroe County here in the second half. As Beckham tried to throw it inside there to Ogles, and a foul called on Monroe County. It will be on Keaton Biggerstaff. It's 2 in a row on Biggerstaff. And that'll put Taylor Ogles at the free throw line.
Sorry. I can barely hear you tonight. With their speakers so loud when they talk, it's hard for me to even hear what's going on. But.
Shot is missed, but rebound to Pendleton. Throws it back out to Lane Stevens. Here's Beckham for 3. It's off the mark. Battle for the rebound, and coming up with it, Monroe County, long looping pass down the floor. Smith will fire up and hit it from 17. 64-35. 2:13 left. Jones with it, long range right. Cuts back into the lane. He'll give it off to Pendleton at the free throw line. Pendleton working right lane. Spin move, goes into traffic. Got it blocked. Got it back though. A whistle. Now reach in foul on Smith. Both teams in a double bonus now. 2:02 left.
Line shooting 2, Pendleton.
And Pendleton at the line. Shot goes up. It's in there. 65-35 Trojans. And he'll have one more. And he got them both. 66-35, back up to a 31-point lead with 2 minutes to play in the game. Smith around the top of the horn, goes right side corner, going up the baseline. Here's a shot going up short, put back up and in by Biggerstaff. 66-37 with 1:40 left. Lane Stevens on the dribble. Working left side, whistle. What do we got? Something away from the basketball. And they're going to put a foul on Caleb Smith. And that's going to put Ogles at the free throw line. 2 shots. First one is up, and it's good. getting a lot of guys in the scorebook tonight.
Yes, sir. It's been a good game, good performance. We said we don't play well down here, but we have shot lights out. Best shooting performance we've had down here in a long time.
Second shot missed by Ogles. And Monroe County back the other way with a 30-point Barren County lead. 1:23 left. Biggerstaff wasn't looking for the pass, and it's poked back in bounds. And then the ball got thrown away on the other end, chasing down the loose ball, and bodies going to the floor hard. It'll be Monroe County's basketball. (1:13). Stay tuned. We'll have the Monticello Bank Trojan MVP of the game. And our post-game report brought to you by CPC Commodities. Smith with the basketball for Monroe. And here's a three-point try in the air. Bounces, rolls good. Odell. Michael Odell. Makes it 67-40 with 52 seconds to play. Jones out to Lane Stevens. Gives to Pendleton. Now Pendleton feeds it across over to Ogles. He fires. That's a line drive shot. In there from about 12 feet away. 69-40. 33 seconds to play. Smith driving. Forces up the shot, and he's going to be fouled by Jones.
Foul is charge number 40, Jones. He is fouled.
4 on Travis Jones.
Line shooting 2, Smith.
And Caleb Smith at the line. His first shot's good. (69-41). And this shot goes up, and it comes off. Rebound to Pendleton.
Should just dribble it out, hopefully.
23 seconds to play. Lane Stevens getting some pressure from Smith. Fires it off to Jones. He's covered up by Odell. Down in the corner goes to Pendleton. Out it comes to Beckham. 10 seconds to go. Lane Stevens. Now they'll let the clock run out. 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1. And this ball game is over, and the Trojans win it big here tonight in Tompkinsville. 69-41 is your final score tonight as the Trojans improve to 6-3 on the year. Monroe County drops to 1-4. And again, this is not a district game. They've already played their district game. With the COVID guidelines this year, the first games in the district count as district games. And home and away. Again, the final score, Barren County 69, Monroe County 41. Stay tuned. A CPC Commodities postgame report is next. This is Barren County High Basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 104thescore.com and Nash 103.7. In here tonight on the road in Tompkinsville by a score of 69-41. Trojans led at every stop. It was 14-10 at the end of the first quarter, 35-18 at halftime. They outscored the Falcons 21-8 in that second quarter. Outscored Monroe 16-7 in the third to take a 51-25 lead and finish up with a 28-point victory tonight, 69-41. For Monroe County tonight, 16 field goals, 2 3-pointers, and nobody in double figures. They were 7-14 from the foul line for 50%. Clayton Biggerstaff had 9. Tucker Glass with 8. John Owen Harlan had 2. Brandon Sheffield with 2. Deaton Emmert scored 3. Peyton Knudsen had 4. 2 points for Keaton Biggerstaff, Austin Arnett, and Wade Dubry. 3 for Caleb Smith. 1 point for Wade Webb, and 3 for Michael Odell. For the Trojans tonight, total of 24 field goals, 7 3-pointers, 14 of 22 from the charity stripe for Barren County tonight. Led in scoring by Gavin Withrow, 19 points tonight with 3 threes and 5 twos. 18 for Tay Pointer. He had 4 3-point baskets and 4 of 5 from the free throw line. 8 points for Ryan Shirley. Mason Griggs scored 4. Aiden Miller had 5. Eli Brooks with 4. Lane Stevens with 3. 1 point for Travis Jones. MJ Pendleton scored 4. Taylor Ogles had 3 points in the contest tonight. As the Trojans go to 6-3 on the year, Monroe County drops to 1-4 on the season. We'll get the headsets plugged in. Coach Warren Cunningham joins us for Coach's comments. Brought to you by McDonald's. Enjoy a McDonald's meal today at your Glasgow McDonald's. Coach, congratulations to you. We really shot the ball well, and I thought our defense really looked good tonight as well.
Yeah, I thought it started with our defense. We got after them there a little bit. You know, we were a little stagnant defensively, I thought, to start the game, and then we kind of went to the traps there, and I thought that gave us good energy, and we got some turnovers. We were able to get some points in transition, and then, of course, we made some shots, and that always helps. Made some perimeter shots. That always helps.
It just looked like we really looked sharp tonight from the start.
Well, I thought we were. We took us a minute or two maybe to clean some things up, but, you know, I thought Gav got off to a good start making some shots, and Griggs is playing with a lot of confidence. He only had 4, but I thought he did a lot of good things on both ends of the floor. Tay made 4 threes there, and when we can do that, it really opens some things up and spreads some things out for us to get some things around the basket.
Of course, Tucker Glass did not play in the last game against the Trojans, but you held him to only 8 points, held John Owen Harlan just 2, and both those guys averaged double figures.
Yeah, I thought Mason did a great job on Harlan. I thought he probably had him frustrated there a little bit as the game went on, but, you know, he used his length to kind of cause him some problems. We were trying to pick him up full to, where he couldn't feel very comfortable coming down the floor, and I thought he did a really good job. He didn't give him easy buckets. He made him really work, and he did a great job on him.
Chance to get everybody in the game tonight.
Yeah, and that was good. We haven't had very many of those opportunities. And, some of those guys, I've been wanting to work Lane Stevens in a little bit. He's been practicing really well, and I wanted to get him some minutes, and we were able to do that early. And then as the game went on, we were able to get everybody in there. And those opportunities have been few so far. But those guys, it was good for them. They needed that opportunity. They needed some minutes where they can get in there and play. So that was good for our team. I mean, you need that from time to time because, in the years to come, a lot of those guys are going to be out there in the middle of it, and so that was good to do that.
It's been a good week for you, 3-0 this week.
It has, and the main thing is we're getting an opportunity to play. We just got to continue to stay safe, and I guess our guys probably get tired of me talking about it, but we just got to take care of ourselves and take care of each other and stay away from all this stuff and try to stay as safe as we possibly can so that we can continue to play.
Right.
We've been very fortunate. We played 9 games in 3 weeks, and not too many people have done that. And so we want to continue that, but we know that it's a day by day and hour by hour thing.
Yeah.
So we gotta stay safe. We gotta take care of ourselves. We don't have anything over the weekend, which has been rare too. The guys are pretty excited about that because we don't play again till Tuesday. We've been playing on Mondays, so we don't play again till Tuesday. So we'll get a little rest here over the weekend and get ready for Central Hardin on Tuesday.
Yeah, no Monday night game, but Central Hardin at home Tuesday, and they've only played a couple of games this year.
Yeah, they have. They had some canceled early. I don't know if it was them or their opponents, but we went up there last year and just weren't very sharp and didn't play very well at all. So, and just to be honest, I haven't really looked at other than looking at their scores. I know they've got some of those guys back. They graduated a couple of them, but I just remember their physicality really hurt us and bothered us offensively. They kind of pushed us off stuff, and so we'll have to come back and we got some stuff on them, but put film on them, but we got to get ready for them. And the main thing is that we just kind of keep our focus and keep working. And we're doing some good things, but we got to keep cleaning up and keep getting better.
Yeah, because you've got a big district game next Friday night with Glasgow.
Yeah, and that will, I guess the district standings will be finalized next week. I think Monroe and Glasgow maybe play.
They play Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
So, as long as those two games are played, then we'll kind of finalize where everybody's at in the district. So, we'll have played everybody at least once, played Monroe twice already, but we'll have played everybody once. So we just, the main thing is let's get to Monday and practice, get better, get ready for Central Hardin. I think our guys have done a good job of taking it day by day and, not really getting ahead of ourselves with anything, and we got to continue to do that.
What's the latest on Aiden Niken?
He had surgery today. He FaceTimed me on the way here. He wanted to see the guys. We were on the bus, and so he FaceTimed. He was on the way home from his surgery, and I couldn't get a real good read from him, but I think he was still under some of the anesthesics, I think, from the surgery. But he was missing our guys and missing being with our team, and wished us luck and said he was going to get home and watch it. So surgery went well, and I know he's going to work really hard in his rehab.
Coach, congratulations to you. We'll see you next week.
Right, thanks, Jay.
All right, Coach Warren Cunningham of the Trojans winning here on the road tonight in Tompkinsville by a score of 69-41. We will come back and wrap things up here from Tompkinsville after this break. Always remember, if you find a vehicle on DonFranklinAuto.com, Don Franklin will then bring that vehicle to Glasgow and let you experience the Don Franklin difference. This is Barren County High basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 104thescore.com and Nash 103.7.